Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Easy Fun Games channel. In this video, we'll be learning how to make a classic style of Roblox game. To start off with, put in a block, a sphere, and a wedge, just like these. These are your typical shapes you will see in classic Roblox. We will now focus on textures. If you search up classic texture packs in the creator store, you're not going to find what we call classic textures. You're going to find Retroslop textures like this. This is not what we're trying to use if you're trying to build a classic build. Instead, head to the Roblox creator store on the website and search up Surface Converter. This will bring up, let's go to plugins, let's go to plugins and then search up Surface Converter. After you find that, you will see these two choices. The first one is what you typically use for most builds. As you can see, this one, it provides the basics. If you're looking for something that's a bit more older, more 2009-ish, this one works well. But for this video, we'll be using the first one. We need one more texture pack before we can continue with the video. Search up JWords Classic Texture Pack. After you search this up, you will find multiple options. Click on the first one that has an 83% like with 20 votes. Click Get Model, and let's head back to the studios. Once you're back in Studios, open up your toolbox and go to My Models, and you will find the more realistic texture pack, JWords Texture Pack. These will automatically be placed in the material surface. If not, go ahead and drag them there. And what this will do is now if you try changing the material of an object, so let's say you want grass, bricks, etc., you have the choice to change it to either the new texture like that, or the old texture. Let's just change that, yep, there. The other 5 main textures are studs, universal, weld, inlet, and smooth. When you are adding a texture to just a regular part, think of it like a Lego. The studs go on top and the inlets go on the bottom. So as you can see, it looks quite a bit like a Lego. That is how you want to keep your builds. You want to keep them looking like this, especially if you're using just these regular blocks. We'll get into spheres in a moment. Do not place studs on the side, that completely ruins the feel, and that is what Retroslop is. You don't put studs everywhere. It can stay smooth. Welds were used like glue, so a lot of destructible objects use them as a bait glue. That's just how the system worked back then. But you can use them as a nice texture between parts, as so. The universal texture, as the name says, are universal. You can add them anywhere. Now spheres stay smooth, and let's start by building our first model. Wait, I forgot a step. Make sure you turn on studs to movement to just 1 and make sure it's on. This will allow you to smoothly place and shape blocks to make it look as retro as possible. Now let's start by building a tree. Yeah, just like that. Just before you, yes. Let's see here. We place that there and then we can shrink it to just 4. A 2x2 block. Let's change the color brown, 2x2, there we go, and let's shrink it down and increase the height so it becomes the trunk of the tree. I think that will be good. We can place a sphere on top and move it just a couple studs. There we go, 1 stud, and increase the size of it. No, that's too small. Yeah, that's good. And move it up just so it sits on top. And there you go, that's your first tree. We can compare it to models that are already on the toolbox, and you can use these in your builds as well. These are classic builds, so they don't really get hate. Let's go over what is classic and what isn't. You see all of these are all classic. They use classic textures, they don't overuse studs. Even this is completely fine. Those studs are just there, but this is Retroslop. You see studs everywhere, and that is not what you're aiming for. Finally, we'll go over lighting. I'll start by placing a house here, just so we get an example of what we're looking for. As you can see, the studs are not everywhere. If you want to use a model from the toolbox, you can analyze them by just making sure the studs aren't overused on the walls, on the sides, or everywhere. Just the top and bottom, like you see here. This is why this is a classic house, and as you know, it's an iconic model on Roblox, used in multiple games. Anyways, let's get on with the lighting. Search something up like 2015 lighting in your toolbox, and get this first option right here. You can delete everything else in the pack, just keep the lighting. Make sure to move everything else in the current lighting, and you can begin by moving the objects in those folders into the lighting. You can choose 2019 lighting, 2015. And then there's also a variety of skies you can choose from, as you can see in the toolbox. There are plenty you can choose from. You can do this one. If this is not your style, then you can always choose a different one like this, or this, or this, or this. You can just keep the sky like this as well. It's completely fine. Your choice. You can customize it as much as you want. If you would like to change the lighting, just move the stuff from the folder into the lighting section. Like I said, make sure everything else is deleted before you begin. And search up one more script. Search up old lighting. And this one first. It changes the reflections a bit so it looks a bit more classic. Put that in service script surface just like that. I'm just gonna quickly choose the sky. I'm just gonna stick to the old classic one. Yeah, right there. Now, as you can see, it's starting to look a lot more retro, but I personally think they could use a couple more modifications. Let's just quickly change the lighting. No, sorry, not the lighting. We already did that. I mean the base plate. Yes, finally, you remove the base plate. If you haven't chosen the classic one in the beginning, remove the base plate, add the studs using your new extension, and change the color to green, matching the one on the house. Anyways, that is it for this video. We'll continue to release videos such as this and continue to increase our quality of the video. This is our first time making something like this, so it is a bit on the lower quality side, but we'll continue to improve. If you have enjoyed this video, please do consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. We as Roblox game developers are going through some hard times as our games have been age locked. We can't really afford this. We can't really afford Roblox Plus to continue developing, and we don't really have any reason to take the risk of age verifying ourselves. But if you have found this video useful and you do subscribe, it will mean a lot, and it means we can continue to work on Roblox and continue to build our journey there. Anyways, thank you for your support, and we'll see you next time. Bye!